Questions a narcissist can't answer. Are you exhausted dealing with narcissistic personalities and seem to be always at a loss? Well, you've arrived at the right destination. Today, we're exposing the questions a narcissist struggles to answer, forcing them to self-reflect. Believe me, this is one episode you don't want to skip. So, let's dive in and flip the tables in your favour. 1. Can you genuinely apologise without making excuses or deflecting blame? Genuine apologies require accountability and the willingness to take responsibility for one's actions. Narcissists often struggle with acknowledging their mistakes and tend to deflect blame onto others or make excuses. By posing this question, you challenge the narcissist to reflect on their ability to apologise sincerely. It encourages them to confront their tendency to avoid accountability, and it prompts them to consider the impact of their actions on others. This phrase invites the narcissist to grow emotionally and develop healthier communication styles. 2. How do you prioritize the needs of others over your own? Narcissists frequently put their own demands and wants ahead of those of others because they lack empathy and compassion. By challenging their egocentric viewpoint with this question, you shine a light on their selfish behaviour, leaving them with no comeback. Moreover, this question promotes a more compassionate and empathetic perspective by encouraging the narcissist to think about how important it is to balance their demands with those around them, helping them to consider the importance of putting other people's needs ahead of their own, and so fostering stronger, healthier relationships. 3. Can you describe a time when you genuinely listened and learned from someone else's perspective? Human connections are created through sincere listening and through taking the time to think about the viewpoints of others, something narcissists rarely do. But this question prompts them to evaluate their empathy and willingness to broaden their perspective. It motivates them to appreciate the value of empowering others and actively seeking information and insight from various sources. Narcissists can start to remove obstacles, cross gaps, and build deeper connections based on respect and understanding by listening to and learning from others. 4. What steps are you taking to improve yourself and grow as a person? To develop personally and maintain healthy relationships, one must actively work to better themselves. This topic compels narcissists to evaluate their commitment to introspection and self-improvement. It motivates them to appreciate the importance of personal growth and develop virtues like empathy, humility, and self-awareness. Narcissists can alter their interpersonal dynamics, strengthen their relationships with others, and create a more balanced and satisfying existence by actively pursuing personal improvement. 5. How do you show empathy and compassion towards others? Building trusting relationships and a sense of belonging requires empathetic and compassionate behaviour towards others. Narcissists are prompted by this question to consider their capacity for emotional atonement and readiness to support others during happy, sad, or difficult times. It makes them reflect on how their behaviour affects others and the value of genuinely demonstrating support, validation, and understanding. Narcissists can alter their interpersonal dynamics and contribute to a more sympathetic and peaceful social environment by deliberately fostering empathy and compassion. 6. Can you explain how you handle criticism or feedback without becoming defensive? Narcissists often struggle with receiving criticism or feedback without becoming defensive, as they have a fragile self-image and need constant validation. By asking them this question, you push against their protective instincts and get them to think about how well they can take criticism. It nudges individuals to examine their emotional responses and consider healthier substitutions for defending themselves, such as attentive listening, self-reflection, and a readiness to learn from the perspectives of others. This query allows individuals to adopt a more accepting mindset towards criticism, promoting personal development and enhancing interpersonal ties. Asking this question may contradict the narcissist's usual response. Still, putting your needs first and setting boundaries in the relationship are important. Seeking assistance from experts or reliable people can offer advice on managing these dynamics effectively, because narcissistic people may find it difficult to regularly face criticism without becoming defensive. 7. How do you handle situations where you are not the center of attention? Since narcissists always need affirmation and attention, they frequently suffer when they are not the center of attention. With this question, we can push them to consider their desire for constant attention and their skill at navigating circumstances where others are the center of attention. It challenges them to consider how they respond to devoting attention to others, encouraging humility, and appreciating the importance of others' efforts. This inquiry allows space for them to adopt a more impartial strategy, where they can allow others to shine and so create healthier social dynamics. 8. How do you maintain healthy and mutually beneficial relationships? It takes work and a desire to put the needs of others before one's own to maintain strong, mutually beneficial relationships. By addressing this question, you push narcissists to consider their approach to relationships and the steps they take to promote reciprocal respect, trust, and support. They are prompted to reflect on the value of open dialogue, sympathy, negotiation, and consensus building. This inquiry encourages students to better comprehend the reciprocal nature of relationships, fostering healthier dynamics and a true sense of connection. 9. Can you describe a situation where you put someone else's happiness and well-being before your own? Due to their ongoing need for approval and attention, narcissists frequently suffer in settings where they are not the center of attention. By challenging their desire for constant attention, you encourage them to consider their ability to handle circumstances where others are the center of attention, forcing them to assess how they handle giving others attention, cultivating humility, and appreciating the importance of others' efforts. By enabling others to shine and establishing healthier social dynamics, this question paves the way for a narcissist to adopt a more balanced strategy. 10. What efforts do you make to recognize and appreciate the accomplishments of others? Because they frequently want attention and approval for themselves, narcissists often struggle to acknowledge and value the accomplishments of others. By asking them this question, you make a spectacle of their egocentricity and get them to consider whether they can recognize and appreciate other people's accomplishments. It motivates them to assess their efforts, to demonstrate real gratitude, deliver compliments, and aid those around them. This inquiry encourages a more forgiving and inclusive viewpoint, establishing a culture of appreciation and cooperation. 11. What are your strategies for sharing credit and acknowledging the contributions of others? Although similar to the previous point, this question really focuses in on not only recognizing others' achievements, but allowing the people surrounding the situation to also see and appreciate them. Sharing credit is essential for building healthy relationships and fostering a collaborative environment. By posing this query, you encourage narcissists to consider how they respond to other people's contributions. They will be forced to consider whether they are willing to step out of the limelight and give credit where credit is due, to promote an environment of appreciation and inclusivity. By asking them to consider the value of respecting and acknowledging others' contributions, you can help them to form closer bonds and develop a sense of collaboration. 12. Can you provide examples of how you collaborate and work as a team? This question gets the narcissist to consider if they can work well with others in a group situation. It invites them to reflect on instances in the past in which they actively participated in teamwork, shared duties, and contributed to the team's overall objectives. This question encourages their understanding of the importance of collaboration, clear communication, and the ability to modify their approach to play to the strengths of others. 13. What steps do you take to self-reflect and acknowledge your flaws and shortcomings? This one challenges them to assess their readiness to engage in frank self-reflection, accept accountability for their deeds, and recognize areas where they might improve. With the help of this query, they are inspired to cultivate humility, self-awareness, and a growth mentality, which all promote interpersonal progress. It sets them off on a journey where they can learn from their mistakes and improve instead of shifting blame or denying any error. 14. How do you navigate and resolve conflicts without resorting to manipulation or aggression? Here, we encourage the narcissist to develop conflict resolution skills that are rooted in respect, understanding, and compromise, fostering healthier and more constructive interactions with others. It opens the door for them to recognize the damaging impact of manipulation and aggression, and to embrace more peaceful and collaborative methods of resolving conflicts. 15. Can you genuinely celebrate someone else's success without feeling threatened or envious? This excellent question encourages them to cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity, recognizing that the success of others does not diminish their own worth. It allows them to develop a healthier perspective, fostering positive and supportive relationships built on genuine celebration and admiration. With these questions, you've got narcissists on the ropes. What's your next move? Unravel the web of lies they weave, or expose their sinister mind games? Choose your path, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.